Hi, good afternoon everybody. In this video, a little kudos to you guys coming up. All right guys, I want to have a little video just on a subject that's rolling around in my head. What a shock. And you know, I was going through the notes today and I was catching up some of the back end. There's some stuff there from way back, and it's like, you know what, I just caught up the last month and I'll just have to update, have to check it all the time. It's bottom line, is what I'll have to do. So the thing I was looking at today, I was looking at the notes, and you know, it was kind of touching because you guys really made me feel better today, because it was a disappointing loss last night. But at the same time, it's good to see a lot of people, a lot of us are on the same page about the culture change. I believe that's what's going on. It's basically our reward as fans this year. We're going to see the culture change, I believe. I believe we are seeing it. And you guys are not getting caught up with wins and losses, and you're being realistic with the big picture. And that, to me, is a real godsend, because I can't tell you how much negativity I used to see all over the place about the Sabres online and all sorts of things. And really, guys, that is the true picture. I mean, where are we going to be when we have Peterka, Quinn, Power? I mean, I can go on and on. There's other guys too. I know that. And just to name a few, right? Maybe Devin Levi in nets comes into the NHL and stars like all of a sudden. He just comes in and he does it, because that's been the history of Levi that I followed anyway, is that this kid just refused to, he doesn't care about the odds. He just continues to get better, and he's doing it again this year. So there's a lot of positives, right, that we're looking forward to in the future. There's a lot of positives. I'm not just saying it, talking through my ass on this. It's the truth, because we're looking at the future. The majority of us, we're looking at the future. I get some of you are frustrated this year. Gonna have to be patient, guys. Really, and I know that sucks to say that, because we've been so damn patient for a decade, but finally we're turning the corner. Finally, this franchise is turning the corner, and they're becoming respectable again, and we got to just jump on that boat for now. We really do. You know, it's like the ferry before we get to the main ship for our cruise. I mean, really, this is what's going on with the Sabres. If you realistically look at it, is that, you know, hats off to these guys that are on the team right now, because they are creating the culture change in that dressing room without any superstars, so to say. You know, like nobody, Darlene hasn't even come close to his potential yet. So there's a lot of things going on that we have to look at and say, what about these guys when they're 25, 26, 27? You know, I'm talking guys like Darlene, Cousins, Peterka, all these guys at Krebs, let's not forget him. Like, what about who is going to be the bust through? And of course, let's not forget Tuck. You know, there's all sorts of characters that are not on this team yet that we have, that we know would make us better right now. We know it. We know it. But the big picture for Adams is develop them properly, so when they come into the NHL, they don't get busted mentally. They're ready for anything at that point. We've seen the mistake we've made before with players. We did it with Middlestat, and there's another name. Middlestat's another one who I noticed last year. My God, he looks better a few years later. Like, I was stunned last year. I wasn't sure what to think of Middlestat. I just know that we were very high on him, and he really showed last year a huge change. And I noticed he looked a lot bigger and stronger. It just seemed that way anyway. So all these kids are going to get bigger, stronger, older, more mature, better. And they're going to get more ice time where they are. We can't forget that. We don't want to just rush guys into the league because we want a quick bandage job. No, because if we do that, guys, then there's another rebuild. You understand? Do we want another rebuild, or we want to get it right this time? Ask yourself that question, really. Is it worth 160 games of your lifetime to see this team eventually get really close to a Stanley Cup a few years down the line? Think about it, you know? And this is what I was really, really happy with so many people. I mean, really, the comments yesterday really cheered me up. You know, I was like, wow, like the majority of you are saying. You know, I love their effort. I love their compete level. I love the fact they don't quit, because that's the team we have now, guys. We have a team that doesn't quit. We have a team that never, ever thinks about, from what I could tell, winning and losing while they're playing. They look like they've got a plan, and they're trying to focus on what Granato has taught them in practice. It's pretty obvious. Yes, that we need to clean up in our own zone. Yes, we do need to maintain a good special teams right now to keep this team competitive right now. Doesn't mean, and you know what? Is it just me? Here's another thing. Is it just me, or do we look like we're appearing to break out 5-on-5 now for the first time in years? It looks like this team is going to start breaking out 5-on-5 and get more goals, regardless of who's in the lineup. God, our best sniper is not in the lineup, which is really Olofsson. I'll admit it now. He is right now. And he's, you know, like there's just so many things I can look at this team, and it dawns on me. It's like, my God, it's true. You know, we're full of injuries. We lost all our big name players. We were written off by the entire planet. And here we are sitting at 500, refusing to have a losing record so far. And it's really impressive that they've even done this. You know, it's, if you look at a realistic number, I'd say 30 to 35 wins, if we play our best, is possible. 35 might be pushing it. 30 is realistic, right in that zone. Anything more than that is ridiculous. With the lineup we're icing. We're not icing a stacked team, but I do believe that we have the heart of a stacked team. And that's enough sometimes, really, to get you through. Not to win a Stanley Cup, no. To win a Stanley Cup, we need to have our talent that we're developing right now in that lineup in a deep playoff run eventually, yes. But for what we're trying to achieve right now, which is a culture change, work ethic, attitude change, attitude adjustment, really. It's not really so much change. It's an attitude adjustment. Now we got rid of some of the players that thought they were high and mighty. So I'm good with that. I really am. I was hoping, you know, if you look back at my old videos, you'll see I didn't really care if we traded Jack even last year, guys. Really. I didn't hate the guy, but at the same time, I just felt he was too much about self. And, you know, something I'll say that really rubbed me the wrong way was the Vegas, baby, Vegas tweet. But he doesn't make a tweet to the fans, unless I missed it. He didn't make a tweet thanking all the Sabres fans, did he? Maybe one of you guys could let me know, because I didn't see it. I don't have Twitter, but I'm just, you know, I didn't see it. So, I don't know. Shouldn't you thank the fans who cheered for you for years to watch you grow up as a child into a young man? I think you should, regardless of the wins and losses. You want to be mad at management, that's one thing, but don't be mad. Don't disrespect the fan base. Anyway, I don't even want to get on that subject. I want to get back to the positive things that are happening. So we got a shift happening in Buffalo. We do. We have a total attitude shift that is coming into play. And it's night after night. We're not getting blown out. We're in every single game. No matter where it is, who we play, who's in nets. Last night's proof of that. Something real is going on. So we've got to just jump on this like the majority of you are. This is a thank you to you guys, because when I want to pull back and withdraw, you know, and get frustrated, I read what you guys have to say, and it grounds me also, because this team, this whole system, and this whole franchise is on it. Oh, there she is. There she is. All right, folks, that was my sweet little tequila doing her thing, scaring the public once again, barking at all the dogs, telling them she's going to rip their throats out, doing all that sweet stuff my little dog does every day. So getting back to this, I'm going to drop this soon, guys. It's just a bit of a rant I wanted to do for you guys, because I was taken back by a lot of the comments that you guys just have such a positive outlook. And it really is, it's a good feeling for me, because all I've seen for so many years is just negative crap on other channels, and it drove me nuts. That's why, one of the reasons I started this. And right now, if I'm going to break this down in a nutshell, is right now we're in the culture change right now. This is the culture change, what's going on. This is why we're competitive all the time, guys. It's a culture change. Enjoy it. right? Wins, losses, whatever. If you have a 500 season, my God, embrace it, because we were supposed to be, according to many, I seen TSN say we're going to win less than 15 games this year before the season started. There you go. You know? So when I look at it now, culture change, growth, all happening at the same time. Team eventually. This is not our team right now, guys. This isn't. This is our filler team. Remember that. Go look at Cap Friendly and go look at all the unrestricted. You'll see this is our filler team. This is to buy time for the kids. And don't think many of these vets don't know that. They know it and they embrace it, and they should be remembered as part of our culture change. Let's say when Anderson leaves the team, maybe next year, we should thank him for being part of the culture change in Buffalo. Really, because he's part of it. So that's it. I just want to go, and thanks for letting me blab. I'm very excited about this team. I don't want to lose track of that. I'm thrilled to be a Sabres fan, and I believe wholeheartedly in our future. We are headed to big, big times. Hopefully the biggest. See you in the next video, guys.